Good morning, good morning. This your guy Pico the Guy for the Pico the Guys podcast. Just wanted to speak on these teen takeovers and the behavior of some of these children, and what seems to be a lack of parenting, um, and a lack of guidance, and a lack of accountability. And just wanted to say, man, look, I'm worried about these kids, and not only am I worried about these kids, I'm worried about my kid. Because you got to think about it. If my daughter wants to go out there to the beach and just have a good time, or my nieces and nephews want to go out there, teenagers just want to enjoy themselves, and then you got these other kids that just want to be disruptive, want to fight, want to be jealous, want to be hateful. They may want to hurt my child or my family members or somebody I care about. So when I see all of that stuff, I do want it to stop. It needs to stop. You know, we got all this technology. These kids, they got GPS location on their phones. So why are we not, as parents, knowing where they are, knowing where your child is? So many ways to know where your child is. I'm not saying these kids shouldn't be able to go out there and gather and have a good time, but it's like, it's only us, man. It seems to be only, our group of people that's doing these type of things. Now, is that part of the culture? It may be, but when people start getting hurt, then it becomes something else. When you have a 18-year-old driving, trying to hit, attempting to run people over, well, he did, and he had a gun in the car, so never know where that would have went. Just him having a gun, So I do worry about these kids. I do worry about the direction that we're going in as a community, man. We see shit's going crazy. We see that there's a president that really doesn't care about your best interest, and you gotta strap your boots up and get out there and get it. But you can't get out there and take it. There's too much stuff out here to do. All the kids might not be privy to everything, but it's you got something to do. And then you got a group of these young individuals that just want to cause chaos, and then they're influencing the other kids to be part of the bullshit. And that's what it is. I can't raise nobody else's kids, man, but I do want to keep an eye on what's going on. I want to know what's going on, because my daughter wants to be able to enjoy her teenage years without a lot of bull crap, like we were able to. And I'm kind of up there in age, but we enjoyed our childhood. We had fun. We did crazy stuff too, but we never really it wasn't to this degree. So yeah, that was just my take on what's going on with the teen takeovers. The parents, it starts at home. It starts at home. And so somehow we need to be more involved in our children's lives. Talk to them before they run out the door. Give them a hug before they go out the door. Tell them you love them before they leave out the door. Ask them what they want to do with their lives. Direct them. Guide them in that way. We can't make them do anything. We can only guide them and direct them. Because we all have free will. We all can think for ourselves. We can all think how we want to think. But as parents, we got to instill some values and principles in these kids. There has to be discipline, and it doesn't have to be physical. We got to hold these kids accountable so when they do something wrong, they understand. So, yeah, those are my words. I just wanted to speak on the Chicago team takeovers that's been happening. It's been happening for the last few years, but it looks like the beginning of the summer hasn't even kicked in yet, and it's like it's going to be probably one of those problems that the mayor's going to have to deal with. So, I want you guys to have a good day. Be productive. Like I always say, be better than yesterday. You know, you got to work on self first. Then you could kind of spread that. But you can work on self and work with other people at the same time. Man, there's a lot of pollen in the air. But you guys have a great day. Thanks for, checking me out. Subscribe, like, and share to the Pico de Gallo podcast on YouTube. I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that's been tuning in and everybody that has subscribed. And the subscribe only take 1 minute. So not even 1 minute, 1 second. One press of the button. So thank you guys.